Hi, I'm Rosary Fazende-Jones, and this is my introduction video for our class, the 6 Great Ideas. I'm in my office, and it's a very messy workspace because I'm not the most organized of persons. I teach at a community college in Stuttgart, Arkansas, which is the rice and duck capital of the world. And I teach Worldlet 1, Worldlet 2, Composition 1, Composition 2, and Introduction to Philosophy. So obviously this course will be useful for me in teaching to my students. We are currently finishing up a chapter on truth. In fact, in my classroom, I have to write a test for them, in fact. But this course will be useful. This is also my last course to take in the Baker MLA program, which is being sadly phased out. It's my last philosophy class and I have 5 others that I've taken because philosophy is, in fact, my concentration for this program. The Higher Learning Commission requires the 18 hours, which is why I did 1 extra. I found all my classes at Baker to be very, very useful and engaging and interesting, though interesting isn't always a positive term, I guess. About me, I have 2 bachelor's degrees from the University of New Orleans and a previous master's in English from the University of New Orleans. And I've done doctorate work at the University of Tulsa, but Maslow's hierarchy tells us that food and shelter are the most important things, and when you're faced with write your dissertation or be homeless, you don't write your dissertation, at least not if you're me. That led me into community college teaching, and I have taught in Oklahoma and now in Arkansas, and I have enjoyed teaching at the community college level quite a bit, more than my dissertation in person had ever let me think I would. It's quite fun. In my personal life, things are a little more rocky right now. I have my lovely husband, who is very supportive, my 2 pit bulls, my 4 cats, my mother's 18-year-old dog, and my mother, who is currently in hospice. So if I disappear for a few days in the middle of the course, you will understand why. I enjoy philosophy a great deal. It kind of falls into my natural way of thinking, and so I am looking forward to this class, though I don't, and I don't know that it's a different idea to think of it in just terms of the great ideas. I am curious about Adler, who is the source of this. He's not a name I'm super familiar with, but the book seems organized a great deal like my textbook that I use, which I don't have a copy of at the moment, which is by Robert C. Solomon, and it's called The Big Questions, a short introduction to philosophy, and it's set up by ideas, not history. And I like that idea much better than, say, a history of philosophy. Even though I love history, that kind of textbook puts me to sleep. I've taken a number of philosophy classes, obviously. I went backwards, apparently, and I started with ethics in a self-involved world, or ethics in a self-interested world. I forgot the exact title of it, which was a fascinating class. I've done history of American ideas and the great philosophers. I'm counting on my hands because I'm missing one. I did critical thinking, and I just finished science, ethics, and technology. I think one of my classmates, Donald, is the same Donald who we just went through that class together. So this one might be a little less convoluted since that was all about technology. I love philosophy, but I'm not a philosopher. I don't want to actually be a philosopher. I am a lit critic. I'm a literary person. I've come to that focus. I'm a writer, though I don't write nearly as much as I should right now. But I do love philosophy. I love pondering these questions. I think they're important questions. I think There are things all of us need to think about, and I think they're urgent questions in this time and age. And I think they're things we really take for granted. Certainly the 6 ideas, that Adler's book, and that we're focusing on, truth, beauty, I drew a blank, justice, liberty, and so forth, are extremely important and necessary ideas for us. And things that we have to continually ponder and think about. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention. Nope. I think that's about covering it. And probably a good thing, because I need to get back to grading my students, my online students' discussion videos themselves. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to the class. I think it's going to be great fun. Good luck.